Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Conceptual Genetics and Breeding. So in this video we will discuss about the remaining portion of meiosis cell division. In our previous video we have discussed about the meiosis cell division, that is what is meiosis cell division is, and what are the different stages of meiosis cell division, in which we have already discussed about prophase first of meiosis, okay, in which we have discussed about leptotene, zygotene, pectine, diplotin and diakinesis. What are the different changes in the chromosomes which are taking place during these stages? Okay, so now we will discuss about metaphase first, anaphase first and telophase first of meiosis first, and after that cell will enter into the meiosis second cell division, and this is having four different stages, that is prophase second, metaphase second, anaphase second and telophase second. So all these stages we will discuss one by one. So now in our previous video we have already discussed about diakinesis. Okay, so we will revise a little bit about the diakinesis. Till diakinesis we have already discussed that the spindle fibers, they have been formed and they have been penetrate into the nucleus and get attached on the kinetochore of the chromosomes of each chromosome of the different pairs. Okay, so now cell will enter into the metaphase first stage of meiosis first. So during metaphase the chromosomes, they will arrange their self at the metaphase plate. Okay, so this is the characteristic of each metaphase stage, that all the chromosomes, they arrange their self on the metaphase plate. Metaphase plate is basically the middle portion of the cell. Okay, you will see that chromosomes, they have arranged their self in the pairs. Okay, so in chromosome pairs, the different chromosome pair, they will arrange their self on the metaphase plate, on the middle part of the cell, and one chromosome, from there one chromosome will move to the one pole and second chromosome of the pair will move to the second pole, and same will happen to each and every pair. Okay, so during metaphase first, the chiasmata that hold the bivalent together slip away from the centromere towards the end of the chromosomes. Okay, so what happened in our, we have already discussed that chiasmata are formed at the place where the two chromosome of the pair, they cross each other. Okay, this place is chiasmata or crossing over. So at the time of metaphase, these crossing overs, they start slipping towards the end, okay, end side of the chromosome, or we can say telomere of the chromosome, and likewise they start to go to the terminal side, okay, to the end side, and this process of going these chiasmata or slipping these chiasmata to the terminal side is known as terminalization of the chiasmata. Okay, so this is known as terminalization. So basically this terminalization, it takes place during metaphase stage, and the chromosomes, they separate from each other. Okay, because if you see that it is a point of crossing over, for example, it is a point of crossing over, they are like attaching with each other, but when it will go down and slipping itself, then ultimately this part of the chromosome, it will cut down from here and it will join to the first chromosome, and the part of the first chromosome, it will cut down from here and it will join to the second chromosome. So likewise this they will become free. Okay, if this is your chromosome pair, and you will see that it is a, we will differentiate between them, then some part of this chromosome, it will come and join here and they will be free from each other, and some part of this chromosome, it will join into second chromosome. So this is known as terminalization, and in metaphase stage, all the chromosomes, they will arrange their self on the metaphase plate and they will start to move to the opposite pole. Okay, After that, the cell will enter into the anaphase, first stage of meiosis first. During anaphase first, the paired chromosomes separate from each other. Okay, they will start separation from each other. So from the pair, one chromosome will start going to the one pole and second chromosome will start going to the second pole. Okay, likewise in the second pair, one chromosome will go to this pole and one chromosome will go to this pole, and this separation of the chromosome is known as chromosome disjunction. Okay, and this disjunction, chromosome disjunction, is takes place in the anaphase first of the meiosis first. Okay, so as the separating chromosomes gather at the opposite poles, the first meiotic division comes to end. Okay, so at anaphase stage, the chromosomes, they will start moving towards the pole, and also the cell, it will show some contraction inside. Okay, so this is the chromosome disjunction. It is the characteristic of anaphase first of meiosis. Okay, then cell will go to the telophase first. In telophase first, the spindle fibers or spindle apparatus, it will disassemble itself and it will start disappearance. Okay, and the daughter cells, they will separate from each other. If you will see the microscopic view, you will see that the two pole has been formed and the chromosome, they will reach to the opposite poles, and the nuclear membrane, it will also appear from now onwards, and you will see the clear cut separation of formation of two cells. Okay, and you will see here that this is the first cell and this is the second cell, the daughter cells. Okay, so chromosomes are decondensed here again, and nucleus is formed around the chromosome in each daughter cells. So from a single mother cell, you will see that it was a single mother cell. From a single mother cell, two daughter cells will form, each will having two copies of the chromosome. Okay, you are seeing here that each chromosome is duplicated here. Okay, this is the first chromosome, it is duplicated, and another chromosome, it is also duplicated. So each cell is having 2n or 2c chromosome number. Okay, so earlier it was 2n, then it was duplicated, chromosome duplication was there, it was becoming 4c, and from this 4c again 2c or 2n chromosome number. If we denote by 2n, then we will see that earlier the cell was 2n, diploid cell was there. From diploid cell, 4n cell was formed due to the chromosome duplication in the S phase of the cell cycle, and from this 4n, two daughter cell was formed, each having 2n number of chromosome. So at the end of meiosis first, the two cells will form, each will having 2n number of chromosomes, and this 2n number of chromosome, again when meiosis second will be there, it will form 2n number of chromosome having cells and 2 cell having n number of chromosome. So ultimately 4 cells will form, each having n number of chromosomes or haploid number of chromosomes. Okay, so now the cell will enter into the meiosis second. So meiosis second is having 4 stages again: prophase second, metaphase second, anaphase second, and telophase second. So you will see that during prophase second, the chromosome again condense and they will become attached to the spindle apparatus. So now again spindle apparatus will form and the chromosomes, they will attach on the spindle apparatus like prophase first of meiosis first. Okay, then the chromosomes, they move to the middle part at the metaphasic plate, and the spindle, they will move to the opposite poles. Okay, so the spindle, they will get attached on the chromosome, and chromosome, they will arrange their self at the metaphasic plate. So this is the characteristic of metaphase second. After that, cell will enter into the anaphase second. During anaphase second, we all know that in the anaphase, the chromosomes, they move to the opposite pole. So here you know that each chromosome is duplicated, okay, means having two chromatids. So now chromatid separation will be there. Okay, so one chromatid will go to one pole and another chromatid will go to another pole. Likewise, you can see here it is the metaphase plate. Chromosomes are arranged on the metaphase plate. Now the chromatid separation will be there. Okay, so one chromatid will go to this pole and one chromatid will go to this pole. Now at anaphase, the cell they will start constriction and ultimately cell will enter into the telophase. Okay, so in telophase you all know that cell will be formed, the complete cell formation will start, the chromosomes they will reach to the poles and nuclear membrane it will start appearing again. Okay, this dotted structure is the nuclear membrane. Okay, so nucleus will form ultimately, chromosomes will present in the nucleus and cell will show constriction and ultimate formation of the 4 cell. Okay, so after telophase cell will reach to the cytokinesis, and in cytokinesis from this cell 2 cell will form and again from this cell 2 cells will form. So you can see here ultimately 4 cells will form, each having its own nucleus and n number of chromosomes. So you can see here it is having two chromosome, it is also having 2 chromosome, but earlier each cell was having 4 chromosomes because from 2n it has been reduced to n number of chromosomes here. Okay, so you can see the end product of the meiosis second is the 4 haploid cell production, or we can say the 4 gamete production, each having n number of chromosomes, means half number of chromosomes or haploid number of chromosomes. So from the diploid cell, okay, diploid mother cell, ultimately after meiosis first and second, after meiosis first and second, haploid cells has been formed. Okay, so the result of meiosis is the formation of 4 haploid cells, okay, which have been formed from the diploid cell. Okay, so this is the complete process of meiosis. I hope this meiosis is now clear to all of you now. Thank you so much.